Hello guys, and welcome back to another glorious day of mining and crafting. How are you guys today? I'm doing great. I'm having an awesome day, and I also get to sit here and record this for all of you awesome people. Once again, guys, like I said at the end of the last video, I want to go ahead and say thank you for the astounding levels of support. It still continues to pour in, and I love it, guys. You're awesome. So, one of my goals for today, I want to start collecting the animals. Yes, I know I'm weird. I'm not going for automation and all. Everybody goes straight for automation. I want to do something different, so I want to start taming animals. The first thing we're going to need before we can start looking to tame animals is this book right here. So I'm going to flip through this real quick, find out all the different items we're going to need in order to tame a few more animals, and get those ready to go and get them loaded into my backpack, and we're going to head out on search for many new animal friends. Alright guys, so I went ahead, took some time, read the book, and got everything we're going to need for our adventure. So let's get going and start finding our first few animals. Alrighty guys, so as I'm flying around here as a blaze, I'm going to explain a couple of things we're going to be looking for. So some of the mobs we're looking for are things like Komodo dragons, and at some point I want to go for getting crocodiles. Oh guys, this right here, this was one of the big ones I was looking for. So this particular mob is not from Alex's mobs like a lot of the other ones are. This is a beetle from Druidcraft. These things are really great. They can't fly or anything, and they're also highly aggressive if you're not careful. One of the great things about them is if you use these golden apples to tame them. I think I got them. Alright, so next thing we can do, grab our chest and a saddle. We pop some chests on them, and we can then, I believe, put a saddle right there. And now we can ride our beetle, and they are an amazing pack animal. They have a massive inventory for you to store stuff in. Since we are so close to base and I lucked into finding him, well, we're going to go ahead and take him back to base and leave him tied up at one of the fence posts. There are going to be a lot of other animals. We're going to definitely have a fun time getting back. Oh, okay, so it worked now. So they're going to take it over here to the water. They'll start washing the egg, and one of them tamed. So it's that one tamed. Awesome. So that's one of them. So they'll come up, they'll beg, you toss them an egg, and now he should go over to find, or he just will munch it. I guess he wasn't close enough. We'll kind of lead him over a little bit more. And that there is a crow. So with the crow, you should be able to just use pumpkin seeds, and you should be able to tame them. So it looks like we still don't have a second tamed raccoon. We'll go ahead and try another one. Our crow is now tamed. Alrighty, so we have 3 of our animals. We have our little crow friend here and 2 raccoons. So I think from here, as our crow lands on our shoulder, we're going to go ahead and get these guys back home because home isn't too far away. We found these guys pretty quick. There's another crow around here. I'm going to see if I can tame real quick, and then we're going to head back home and drop these guys off and head out for more animals. So one of the cool things about crows is that they can carry items. Like you can see this guy right here has the pumpkin seeds in his beak right now. What I'm curious to see, and we'll have to wait until later on to find out, is whether or not they can carry shulker boxes, because it would be really cool to have a little buddy that follows us around that can carry a shulker box for us. So we're going to get back over here, we're going to drop off this crow, and then off we go to hunt for more animal friends. I made a quick trip back home to go ahead and make a couple of these you see in my hand right here, and these are jars, because what I can do is capture things like bees inside of these jars, which is going to be great for later when we want things like candles and all kinds of other stuff. So we might hang around here to look at grabbing some of these source berries because we will definitely want them later. Oh, it's actually grown. Alright, so these are useful for Ars Nouveau. Are you happy now, Sylvan? For those who don't know who Sylvan is a member of my Vault Hunters server who made a point to come into Discord to inform me that I pronounced it wrong in my last video. Eat it, Sylvan. There you go. So we got us a bear here, and I don't entirely know how we're getting this thing home yet, but we're going to definitely try. Alright, so if I read this correctly, and I'm hoping I did, and I'm going to stay as a blaze in case I did not, and then you feed them a few fish. So the honey makes them happy, and then you can feed them a bunch of fish. What is this? Tame a grizzly bear. Does that mean baby bear here is tamed? No, but mama bear is. Just sit here and rack my head on branches. It's fine. It's only a few leaves. Oh, well that's nice to know. Mama bear can swim pretty well here, apparently. Your swimming prowess has been acknowledged, Mama bear. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm pretty sure by now you guys have thought of the resounding question that's been bouncing around. How are you going to get all these animals home? And you could probably venture I'm not going to do all of them like I'm doing Mama bear here. And you'd be completely correct. So, within Ars Nouveau, there is a way to create portals. And no, not nether portals, but portals that allow you to transport through them. Now, my hope, and I'm going to have to do some testing while not running into walls preferably. One moment. So, as I said, I'm going to have to do some testing in creative to see that mobs can actually go through these portals. Now, so that probably won't be in this episode as well because those are a long way off for us. So the Ars Nouveau stuff you guys have seen is just barely scratching the surface of what it can do, and it was my attempts at understanding how the mod functions. And I think I've got a good grasp on its function by now. So I've pretty much stopped messing with it in between episodes for the time being. I understand how source works and how to generate it. Alrighty guys, so on my way back with that last animal, I noticed this just right over here around the corner from the house. So I'm going to bust in here real quick. Let's see what we can get for loot. So we've got a few epic and some mythic affix tones. Alrighty guys, so I did some more searching around the general area, and we didn't really find any other animals. As you can see, we've got our beetle here. What I want from you guys, we need to name this big guy. Let me know down in the comments, and whichever one seems to be the best, I will choose to name him. I think we should go ahead and get on into the next part of the episode that will also help us in getting ready for more animals to come here. Before we do anything else, I need to go drop some of the stuff back off in the transmutation table. I ran all of the EMC out to gather everything we were going to need for this trip, so I need to put it all back. I'm going to go in here, get all this stuff put back in, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, all our stuff's back in the transmutation table now, so we should be good to go on the amount of EMC we have. So for the next part of this episode, guys, I want to work a little in Ars Nouveau. So what we're going to first do, I want to add a little bit more security to our front door. So I am going to go ahead and grab a whole stack of these arcane bricks, and if we go ahead and we craft them like this, this will give us warding stone. So you guys may wonder, what does the warding stone do? Well, let me show you. So we've got it placed down here, and I put a little up the walls because I don't know if the spiders can get past it if they try their stuff. So let me go ahead and find a hostile mob. All right, now if you guys watch here, you see the creeper can no longer continue to move past it. Alrighty guys, so I got my inventory cleared out. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this just kind of like Chosen Architect did himself in his own video. We're going to go ahead and work on getting a Dreadful Dirt mob farm up and running. So I know the first thing we're going to need is the chicken feed. Alright, so we're going to need spider eyes, rotten flesh, gunpowder, and bones. So let's go ahead and get in here. Alright guys, so I've got everything that we're going to need to craft it, including our 4 buckets. Now the thing we need to fill these buckets with is experience. Alright, so I just finished putting more in, so let's go ahead and see, and yes. Okay, so that is enough for our 4th bucket. So let's go ahead, we'll come into here, and now we should just be able to go ahead and put these all in. I don't imagine it's super specific. Okay, here we go. It looks like I had the gunpowder and bones switched. Now I need to grab a lead, and I need to bring a chicken, because I do not know if they immediately lay the egg as soon as you feed them. Alright, so I found a chicken, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to feed them this. Oh, not gonna lie, I was not expecting the chicken to explode. A little bothered by that. Okay, moving on. Alrighty guys, so now that we've got our rotten egg, the next thing we're going to need to do is get something set up, probably right around here, in order to actually set up our little mob farm. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work digging out an area, and I guess I'll be back once I've got this ready to go. Alrighty guys, so I got this all dug out, and I went ahead and put some dirt in. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get this framed glass and put this in, because I really like how the texture on this looks. So we're just going to go ahead and get this all set up, just like that. And I think the next big thing is we're going to have to get a few more things set up before we can actually let this actually run. So I want to take out this wall, and I want to put glass on it as well because I just think it'll look cooler. So I'm going to do this, and we'll be back here in a minute. Alrighty guys, so I got all the glass in, and I did have to make a slight change and put some of the blocks back right here because without them, a lot of this area would have way too high of a light level, and I don't know if the Dreadful Dirt would work the same if it does. So we went ahead and took care of that, and we've got a space right here. We're going to put our absorption hopper. And we're probably gonna have to go ahead and move this table. So the next thing we need to do is go ahead and get some fans, our mob killer, and an absorption hopper made, as well as something for all this XP to go into as they kill it. So let me go ahead and gather up all the materials we're gonna need, and then we can get to crafting. So I got a couple of these fans crafted up. So right now I'm gonna break this one, and wait a minute. Okay, no, it did drop it. I was getting scared there. I didn't see myself pick it up. I think right here is probably gonna be the best place to put it because our mob grinder is going to be right here, and I'm beginning to be concerned that I actually made this too long. I did not consider the actual range of these. So I should probably go ahead and bring this 2 blocks inward. So let me go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be right back. I brought this in 2 blocks so it all kind of meet right here. So the next thing I need to do is first break this because I placed it on accident and get a few more of these fans put in. So I think having these around there, and then we'll probably go ahead and put 2 more here and here, and this should give us a nice little intersecting pathway. So yeah, so no matter where they spawn, they'll pretty quickly get pushed in, and I don't think this will stop mob spawns completely. So the next thing we're going to need is going to be the mob grinder itself. I am now beginning to see why Chosen said this was so expensive in his video, because this does require a large quantity of iron. And here we go, we have our mob masher. So let's go ahead and we'll put this down right here. Now, here's going to be the fun part. I do have to give all of these a redstone signal. Mistakes were made. Okay, fixed it. Yeah, I accidentally turned that one on when I didn't intend to. And that didn't go too well for me. So first things first, we'll put our absorption hopper down, put our energy condenser here, and put our singularity tank here. So on the west, we want any fluid to go that way. So this is north, and we want any of our items to go there. So the next thing, we're going to go ahead and assign a diamond to this, because a diamond is a pretty good amount. But from here, all honesty, I think we're actually ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and take our rotten egg and grab some glass, and we're going to plop our rotten egg down. I did it wrong. Okay, so well, I can at least say we're at least getting spawns. So that's the important thing. So I'm going to have to go ahead and make another rotten egg to finish that up. Okay guys, I was out hunting for the chickens and I found this. And if I'm right, this is a carbuncle. And this is one of the things I've been waiting to see. It is. You want the gold? You like the gold? Come on. Yes, yes. Awesome. That was one of the ones I've been trying to find. I just happened to see it while I was out here looking for chickens. So I'm going to go back to the chicken hunt, and we will do something with these carbuncle shards later. Alright, so I didn't find a second chicken, but I did manage to find at least one. So if we pop that down there, it didn't cover all of it, but it at least... Ouch! You're not supposed to exist. Goodbye. But I will say, it's doing pretty good. You know, it's made us 3 diamonds already. So we'll take those and put those on the table. And we're going to put this cursed chicken feed away. But, I mean, it's making them at a pretty solid rate. So as long as we're nearby, this will make quite a bit. Okay, so with 2 carbuncle charms in hand, the thing I want to do now is try to get set up for a sourceberry farm. That way we have tons of these for later when magic becomes a lot more required of us throughout the pack. And with that, we'll have the means to make plenty of things in order to... Alright, so I've got the carbuncle charms made, and I really want to go ahead and get some kind of sourceberry farm going, because once we do, we'll be able to create things like sourceberry rolls, which are a really good food source, but will also grant mana regeneration for us. So as we delve deeper into magic, we'll be ready to go. Alrighty guys, so I think this is going to be all for today's episode. We got a good little bit done, but we're a little all over the place. I do want to focus in on some more specific mods soon. So let me know down in the comments which you guys want that mod to be. And as always, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions or ideas, drop them down in the comments, even if you just want to say hello. So guys, before we end off, I am going to go ahead and let you guys see a cinematic of the area we currently live in. And with all that being said, guys, I will see all you in the next video. Bye-bye!